I am a humorous and witty person. That day, I drove to the hospital and parked my car. I went to the front desk, but when I saw the long line, I became a little impatient. Suddenly, I thought of a solution. First, I threw a little girl's toy to the front of the line. This instantly reduced the line by 2 people. Then, I pinched the buttocks of the man in front of me. This caused them to start fighting. I successfully got my number called. When I looked for a seat, I saw an old man walking slowly. I walked right past him and sat down. Seeing the person next to me wrapped in bandages, I couldn't help but laugh. I began to show off my abilities. Seeing his helpless expression, I felt particularly satisfied. I looked at my number and felt discouraged. The waiting time was too long, but when I checked the time, I noticed everyone around me was laughing. Suddenly, I noticed the man with the bandage had a number ahead of mine. I swapped numbers with him. He struggled angrily, but it was useless. Then, a mother holding a child walked over. By then, they had called number 24. I looked at my number 52 and then at the number board at the front desk. Suddenly, I had an idea. But the man wrapped in bandages saw it. When the nurse came out to call the numbers, the man wrapped in bandages grabbed my hand. So I missed my chance to see the doctor. I had to get a new number. But looking at the crowd in front of me, I used the same trick again. I looked at the current number and angrily threw it into the trash can. But at that moment, I couldn't pull my hand back. In the evening, after brushing my teeth, I went to bed. I found the little bear had taken my spot. I had to tell him a story. After putting the little bear to sleep, I picked up the weapon on the bedside table. The next second, just as I was about to drift off into a sweet dream, at that moment, the sound of a stray cat meowing came from outside the window. I had no choice but to put on my gear. Now I could finally get a good night's sleep, but I tossed and turned, unable to fall asleep. With no other choice, I turned on the TV to watch a chess match. As everyone knows, chess is a boring TV show. Soon I fell asleep, but the noisy commercials woke me up again. With no other choice, I started counting sheep. 1 sheep, 2 sheep. Just as I finished counting the entire flock, I finally fell asleep.